Hello, this is the first episode of Christian Plays Slay the Princess. I hope you enjoy. It's going to be a lot of chaos, talking a lot about Jesus, stuff like that. So if you like games, you like Jesus, you like just pure chaos, I encourage you to stay around, grab a snack, and enjoy the show. Also, fair warning, there will be stuff like gore, violence, and stuff like that. But other than that, enjoy. There was some things I did not mention before, like how this video is going to have a lot of like background sound and like video game audio, reverbing, stuff like that. So just to let you know that ahead of time, this series was inspired by Hero Brady, and I recommend you check his playthrough of this game. And enough of that, let's get into the video. Welcome to Slay the Princess from a Christian perspective.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Okay.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, I somehow doubt that. Ooh, now that's a good one.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay then.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. I have a feeling the narrator's being a little deceptive, but okay. Dang.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
That could be a good thing. I'm just saying.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
You don't know that. Anyway. Yeah. Now we could also just leave. Nah, whatever.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Okay, then.
Don't believe a word she says.
Okay. Sure.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Will I need it though? Okay, now, if I were to think from, let's just say, Jesus' perspective on this, I would more than likely not take the blade and just enter the basement. Because I don't think taking a blade and stabbing someone who I don't know is very loving. And stuff like that. Because as it says in scripture, well, love each other as I have loved you. So I don't think killing a princess would be very loving. So I'm gonna pick this one.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I don't know about that one. Hello.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
She's probably not even a threat. Well, what the frick did I do? Okay, sorry about that, technical difficulties.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Is there though?
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, so I'm just gonna talk a bit.
Okay.
Okay, Black. Okay. What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
That's sad. Being actually named Princess. Dang.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
That's what I was saying. Anyway. Okay. Okay. If I were thinking from the perspective of Jesus, I would probably ask about her well-being, so I'm gonna do that.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
How are you alive? Are you okay?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess.
Dang, audio cut out.
That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Well, I mean, she looks human. I'd assume she'd need food for survival. Okay. It would be funny, but no, I'm good. Hold on, let me... Sorry, yeah, I'm not getting the blade. Okay. Yeah, let's just get straight to it.
You're only making this more difficult.
Nah!
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Am I though?
No, you're doing the right thing.
Exactly, Hero gets it.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Who says I can't break them apart?
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Maybe.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabinet.
How do you know? Yeah, I'll check upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Dang, they locking me down here and everything?
Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Dang.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Nah.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Dang. I don't even know why I tried that.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Exactly.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Yeah.
She barely hesitates before
Dang.
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing
Dang.
through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Okay.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm gonna save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, that is weird.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Now, you would think someone would bleed out from that. You would think.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Yep.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Okay. Okay.
Stop that.
No.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I'm not even doing this.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
No. I know Jesus wouldn't kill her, so I'm not gonna try and kill her.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
I know. I think I'm being mind controlled or something like that. I don't know.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Saving the princess?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She
Wait,
plunges
what?
it
Oh.
into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
But have we though?
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
I think it just did.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
It wasn't our choice to be mind control.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But will it, though? I'm just gonna proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
That's insane.
Excuse me?
We got more voices in our head. Dang.
Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He is trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Buddy, you're not God. Your love is not that strong. Nah, it ain't, nah.
Last time? What are you talking about?
You caused us to die last time.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Do they, though? Do they really need to be expressed? I don't think so.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Exactly.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No? I'm still not gonna take the blade. Wait.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
You sure?
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Yes, I do know how ridiculous I look. I don't care.
But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
But I don't need to slay her.
A soft voice carries up the stairs. Her voice! It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Smitten. I don't think she knows you. Bro, relax.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
I don't think she can hear you, Smitten.
You know she can't hear you, right?
I was just saying that.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Bro.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
I can agree with that one.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you?
Yeah, we got stabbed to death.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Technically not, but technically yes, yeah.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
I don't know.
What, we damned a whole world? But everything reset? Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
What if I destroyed more worlds? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna click on that.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Was it, though?
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
I feel like she's hiding something.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
No human is perfect, but God himself. No human is perfect, but Jesus. Let's be honest here, Smitten.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
You sure about that?
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Yeah.
okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
I don't think a normal person would be this joyful about their arm getting cut off. Anyway.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
No.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
How about no?
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Why are you taking words out of my mouth, Hero? I was about ready to say that.
I would if you had a weapon.
Ha! Got you there.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
I have a feeling he probably would do that.
You wouldn't.
He's gonna say I would.
I would.
Yep, there it is.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Exactly.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
What is you on, Smitten? Dang!
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Oh. There's no way that should have worked.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Dog. I've never heard anyone say, "You're not trying to kill me," in such a joyful tone. That's insane. What the frick? Oh.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
What if there's no one out there? Have you ever thought of that?
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Exactly.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Actually, if I were God, I'd probably ask her what she wants to do. Because, as it says in scripture, I think it's around... Oh yeah, I think somewhere in 1 Corinthians or somewhere in Corinthians, it talks about how love does not insist on its own ways. And as the verse that I said before says, from Jesus' own words, love each other as I have loved you. So, yeah, I'm gonna pick this one.
Let me guess. End the world?
Bro, it is not that deep.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
The actual truth is Jesus. So, I don't think we've actually doubted the actual truth.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
She wants to do something.
I just want to make you happy.
Whoa, okay.
She can't just want to make us happy.
I feel like she's hiding some.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Smitten, not everyone is like you, dog. Is it just me or is the music changing?
I just want to make you happy.
Okay. Yeah, she hiding some.
Is she broken? What's going on?
I don't know.
What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
No.
I just want to make you happy.
Ew.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
No, it's not.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Smitten. Bro, do you not see? Okay. Something is happening here. I'm very scared. What if we just stay here, nobody gets hurt, we just figure out how to be. Yeah, I'm just gonna click this.
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
She's definitely hiding some.
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again.
Yeah?
Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad? She's distraught. This is unacceptable. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us, can she?
Ooh, Smitten's questioning himself.
No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
What are you getting at, Smitten?
As the voice thinks its thought, your
Smitten,
hands
what are you
raise,
getting at?
fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Smitten, don't do it.
Oh, but I do.
Smitten, no.
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh. I think Smitten went a little too far.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Yeah.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it?
Smitten, you are insane.
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch.
Bro.
Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Ew.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Smitten, I don't think you even know what she wants.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something.
My organs! My vital organs!
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart and then...
Huh?
Everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Dang. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
Yeah, we're not even in the woods, bro.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet.
Okay, I need to go for a second. I'll be back. I'm back. Let's go.
We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the Lupin last time. Not that he was eager to divulge that.
I was trying to help the princess not get paranoid.
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome!
Bro!
I can't say I'm happy to be here. This is a bad place. All stale and wrong. Can't you feel it?
No.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes?
I don't know what happened to the other worlds, to be honest.
We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as
Exactly.
I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise. And I'm stuck on a better question. Where's the other one?
That is a good question.
The other one? Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet. One might even say, absent.
He onto something.
Oh, you're right. It's a little quiet here, isn't it? Maybe that's one of the rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time. Bonus voice? I'm just as important as you are.
Are you, though?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're definitely bonus. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good. Oh, I see it. I've just been preoccupied with everything else going on, like the fact that we can rip our own heart out without deciding that's what we're going to do.
Hey, look, we didn't do that. That was Smitten, dog. Not me. That was not me.
Is that what happened to you last time? How did that even work? You better not do it again.
That wasn't me.
Lucky for you, the one who did it is the one who's gone. Wonderful. Moving on, I have no idea what you're talking about. There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement. You said that last time too, but that hasn't stopped it from showing up again. Or moving. Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there? You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. Is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time. You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
I agree with that.
No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature? That is precisely why she poses a threat. I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning. No, you can't just say that and not... Her voice gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of
Bro got
fatigue, rolls
interrupted.
down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Huh?
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice.
Does it though?
That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Okay.
And don't eat the food.
Okay. Whatever you say, Paranoid.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room, the princess seated at its far end.
Is it just me, or is that a big shadow demon at the end of the table? Just me? Okay.
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is! And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
Nah.
Isn't that suspiciously easy? There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
Okay then.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. Okay.
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
I guess.
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
I don't think I want to eat food from the big shadow demon. I'm just saying.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Remember what I said.
Dang.
Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned? I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem. For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
Okay. I'm gonna reject the food. The only reason why is because if you look in the Bible, when Jesus was fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, Satan tempted him with food. So that way Jesus might fall into sin. But of course, Jesus used scripture against Satan and said no. So because of that reason, I'm probably gonna have to refuse her hospitality.
It's okay. It's okay. We can figure something else out. Think, think, think. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This isn't fine. This isn't fine at all.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and goes out entirely.
That shadow, I think, is tweaking more than normal.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence. But maybe not. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Okay. If I were in Jesus' shoes, what I would tell her is, do not be afraid. So, yeah, I'm just gonna select this option.
Yeah. We just have to keep the rest lit, and everything will be okay.
Yeah.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
We should do something fun. Wouldn't that be nice? What if we played a game?
Sure.
She's trying to distract us.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
Okay.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
Okay.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Sure.
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. I feel like I'm 2 steps behind. You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun.
Okay.
You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over. Time passes. You play the game. You win. Hey! Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Okay.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
How long is this going to keep going for?
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
Okay.
It's never going to stay fun.
Yeah.
You don't need
Okay.
me to tell you that it isn't. Oh.
That's weird.
The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Okay.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again.
I think I see where this is going.
The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear. and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do, and it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life.
Yay!
But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board.
Oh, that empty feeling. Okay.
More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination.
Okay. This kind of reminds me how like a lot of Christians before they were like saved by Christ and everything. This reminds me how like I went through this too. How like all of them went through this feeling of dread, feeling of emptiness or whatever. They would try to use stuff like money and other stuff to fill that empty void, that numbness, as the narrator said. And I went through this too. I tried filling that, me personally, I've tried filling that space with like video games and other stuff like that. Always trying something new, trying this, trying that. But that hole and that numbness, that emptiness, is a God-sized hole. And you can't fill that hole with anything or things of this world. But until I found Jesus, I've never felt that emptiness or numb feeling. I felt it every once in a while, but like every single time I talked to God, read my Bible, did stuff like that, that emptiness, that empty feeling just went away. So anyone out there who maybe doesn't know Christ, doesn't know God, let me tell you this. If you're feeling empty right now, nothing in this world will fill that emptiness. But God, He will definitely fill that emptiness. Just go to Him, and He will fill you with joy, peace, and all of the fruits of the Spirit. Which I'll leave a Bible verse right here that shows all the fruits of the Spirit. Anyway, let's continue on.
Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish, till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
Yep.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
It seems like the shadow's dying, per se.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
Wait.
This is... awful.
Yep.
It's him, isn't it? He's making all of this happen. He's the one who trapped us here. Who? The lovesick one, the one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He is the shadow.
That makes sense. Hey, Smitten. I see you.
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
I think that's a smile.
No, I saw him smile. That's him. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
Yeah, because he's in her head. just like how paranoid and here are in my head.
Oh, you're talking to the shadow, aren't you?
Yes.
She guessed that right away. She knows what's going on here. I knew it.
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
Okay.
I was right, wasn't I? I can't believe I was actually right. It is him. This is what he became after ripping us open.
Okay. Are you actually happy here? Oh. In this situation, that's a deep, deep question.
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
She's definitely hiding something.
I don't feel anything.
Feeling of emptiness. I've been there. I've been there.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
Okay. Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would you choose? Ooh. I'm gonna choose this one.
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
Oh.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah?
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
Smin, let her go.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
That's deep.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
I feel like if I were walking in Jesus' shoes, I feel like he would tell her that I'm still here, that I'm willing to heal whatever you are going through. So I'm gonna click this one.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
So you are. It's dark in here, isn't it?
No.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
Yeah.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Okay, whoa. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so maybe this wasn't all bad.
Yeah.
But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
Yep. Okay.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold, a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world? It does, if he's telling the truth.
Yep.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Yep. This kind of reminds me of, what was it? Jesus' love for us. Because, like, no matter what situation we're in, no matter what darkness we're in, as you can see, we're in, like, complete darkness, he can, help us see the light. He will always be there with us, waiting for us to come back to him. So, yeah.
Really was just all meaningless blather then, wasn't it? Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do.
Dang.
He's really gone, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched. No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings. No more strings. I guess we're free.
Yep.
The stars are so beautiful. I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
Oh, I like this. This is wholesome. Wow.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Okay. Okay.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. It's calling us, and not in a good way. I'm begging you, don't do this.
Too late. Dang. Ooh, achievement. Okay.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Fragile vessel. Okay.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
Okay.
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Dang. We did all that just for her to get snatched up. Interesting.
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Okay.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Dang. It reminds me a lot of God's grace. Because, like, we can. Because. Hold on. Wow. My words are getting mixed up. Okay. That kind of reminds me a lot of how God works, because and how, like, when He forgives our sins and stuff like that, He remembers them no more. So, yeah, that's what that reminds me of. That line.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Okay.
You won't.
Dang! Dang! Okay. Back to where we started.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed this first episode playthrough of this game. And if you enjoy this content, don't forget to leave a like, maybe subscribe for future episodes, and I hope you all have a blessed day. And as a reminder, Jesus loves you way more than you can imagine. Bye!